What's up, everybody? It's Sid and Millie back with another episode. So,
Yes.
Millie, what are we about
Today,
today?
oh, sorry, my
You know.
bad. Today, we are going to be chatting about gas prices. Gas prices are absolutely astronomical right now. It is out of hand.
And why is that?
We know exactly why gas prices are majorly high because the president decided to create a conflict in the Middle East, as presidents do when their approval ratings are massively low. And due to those decisions made by this administration, we are now in a conflict once again in the Middle East.
Great.
And yeah, so now gas prices are skyrocketing, and it is impossible to ignore.
Yeah, it's
Impossible to ignore.
especially in the United States.
Yeah,
Let's
I
be
mean,
for
let's
real.
be honest. We have to drive everywhere.
Everywhere.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And it's
there's
like crazy because it's not even, this just popped into my head. We were
yeah.
at a restaurant,
Hmm.
what, I don't know, a week ago.
Okay.
The Mexican restaurant we
Oh
went
yeah,
to, and
yeah.
they had like the first page of their menu was like a
Hmm.
laminated piece of white paper saying all of the prices on our menu have gone up by $2
Yep. Yeah.
because of the increase in prices
Yeah. So
stemming from
the
said
conflict,
war.
yeah. And so yeah, it speaks volumes to the impact of these sorts of decisions, right? Like when gas goes up and it costs more money for trucks and diesel as
Mm-hmm.
well to transport our food around, like that disrupts the food industry as well, which is what
Yeah.
feeds us. And then we obviously see an increase in price in our food prices
Yep.
because of that. It's also more difficult to travel now. Jet fuel prices have gone up massively, and now it's more expensive for people to even travel to get
Yeah.
around the country or go elsewhere.
Truly. I mean, what is it for, at least in North Carolina? I know it's different everywhere.
Hmm.
Gas prices can be more or less depending on where you're living, but here
Mm.
it's like 3.99 is the cheapest gas.
Yeah, I
I
mean
feel
that
like
was that
we've
was nice of
seen.
you to round down. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I last time we got gas it was like over four, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean it's yeah pretty crazy. It shouldn't be like this. Obviously, it wasn't like this before. We know that there wasn't any immediate need for this price hike,
Mm-mm.
and this obviously happening on the back of these already failed tariffs, which already were costing consumers so
So
much
much
money.
money.
And lose consumers lost a lot of power. We lost a lot of protections.
But I thought the tariffs were supposed to be paid for by someone else.
I mean, who believes that? Who believes that? I mean, all right, yeah. Let's not even get it. Let's lock in on these gas prices right now. Yeah, yeah. Because what I'm saying is my Toyota Corolla like
Yeah,
does fantastic on gas. Like is a
truly.
great car, great fuel efficiency. And yet, yeah, it's still costing me over $40 to fill my
40,
tank.
what did it cost
Um,
you? $43
yeah, like
for
over
under 10 gallons?
yeah, which is insane. And if you want to see that, go check my TikTok. It's out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just insane that this has been something that was done intentionally by our administration.
So
They know what
crazy.
the ramifications have been, and the American people have been dealing with this, and global people have been dealing with these inflated prices,
Mm-hmm.
all because of this conflict that was started.
Yeah.
And it just speaks volumes to, once again, our government not doing what the people need,
Mm-hmm.
not thinking about the American people, not thinking about how people have to commute to work, people have to commute to jobs, drive in their car and go work in a freaking minimum wage job.
Crazy.
Like that is an insane concept.
The
Like,
fact that minimum wage hasn't grown.
I mean, yeah, we could do a
Anyway,
whole thing on that.
anyway,
But yeah, so it's
anyway.
just like right now, I honestly feel like there are Americans that are having to debate whether it is fiscally responsible to drive to work. You know what I
Or
mean?
buy groceries.
Right.
You
And
have to
that
like weigh the
and
two
that is
things, and that's
insane.
just
That
not.
that is not how the quote unquote richest country on the planet should be functioning. If we allegedly have all of this wealth, why are we not making sure that Americans have enough to make ends meet?
Right, because that should be the bare minimum for a first world country.
Yeah,
For a
bare
developed
minimum.
country,
Bare
the
minimum.
bare minimum should
Yeah.
be, can the citizens in the country afford to live?
Yeah, that would be a nice one. And if you're making the federal minimum wage the answer is no.
Yeah.
There is
No.
not a single American city in which you can live in. But to stay on task,
Yes.
I want to like really hone in on like the implications of the gas prices, right? Because you mentioned how people might have to make that decision between groceries and gas, but it's also like for consumers ourselves, at what point do we say we've had enough of this?
Yeah.
At what point do we get tired of them continuing to manipulate markets in ways that cost us more money?
True.
Like it's gone on for so long, and it just doesn't make sense. And think about the fact in the United States, we are handcuffed by our cars, our
Yeah,
reliance
it's
on
true.
cars. So it's not like when gas prices are up, you can go and hop on a train.
Right. Well, how do you exactly? That's a great point also.
Yeah.
We don't have the access to the infrastructure
Can't
that is
commute.
available in other countries that
Yeah.
are first world countries.
I mean, you can be downtown in an American city and you can't get from one end to the other without Ubering. You
Yeah,
can't walk
truly.
in most of our
Everything is,
cities.
yeah, so
Like, let's be
bad.
realistic. It's just not it's just not real.
Yeah.
Other than yeah. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
But I was gonna say on the topic of like consumers
Mm-hmm.
fighting back
Yeah,
against the
yeah.
prices and fighting back against the decisions that are being made from the
Mm-hmm.
top that we don't really have any control over. How do
Yeah.
you propose, like, even on an individual level, how can we
Mm.
kind of combat these things, do you think?
I mean, we combat it by hitting the people, our rulers, our oligarchs, whatever you want to call them, the masters, the the billionaires, whatever you want to refer to, are the top 1% of people. The way we fight back is by limiting our consumption. It will always be the answer. So it's like, okay, obviously you have to drive to work. You have to like do your means of survival. Like
Right.
all of us are chained by our responsibility. So we're gonna have to drive, obviously. But maybe you don't drive on the trip that you don't have to go on, or maybe we can limit some of those sorts of things so we literally just buy less gas. Again,
Yeah.
like the more we stay inside as a society and the more we're not outwardly spending our money, burning our gas, they are going to feel it. The
That's
billionaire
true.
class, they feel it every time we restrict our dollar. They feel it. They hurt every time we boycott or blackout or don't buy from Amazon, for whatever it is. They feel it, and
They
that
lose money every
every
time.
time. And so that is how society, the masses, have to fight back. It is always by restricting our dollar. So in this
That's fair.
case, because it is gas that we're focused on, like we would need to restrict our usage on gas. So like my hope is that people right now are doing the sensible thing and buying that electric car. If you're in the market for car, why would you buy a gas car right now with gas prices at $5?
True.
It just doesn't make sense. So get that
Yeah,
electric car,
electric,
get that
hybrid, at
hybrid,
least. Yeah.
exactly, get a more fuel efficient car. Don't buy a car, right? And for
Yeah.
the people who already have a car, don't upgrade, right? Don't get that new car this year. Make the entire auto industry like hurt, because
True.
they will then lower prices. So again, like if we can limit what we're doing, limit how much gas we're having to buy, they will lower back
That's
prices.
true.
We
They have
have
to.
they have to. We have the oil companies are recording record profits right now. Record profits. So even though there's a conflict going on, they're not losing money. They are still making money by overcharging consumers.
Yep.
So we have to push back against that. And the best
Yeah.
way to do that is to do our best to stay inside. Don't go places unless you literally have to. Obviously, you have to get groceries. Obviously, you have to go to work. But maybe you don't have to, go on your after work joyride to free your mind. Maybe you
Right.
can connect in a different way and just lay on the grass. I don't know. Whatever it can be, but just the less we go out, the less we burn our gas, the more they're going to feel it.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, especially considering just like how much everyone is having to pay for a singular gallon of gas right now. I mean, the time that we were at the gas station when you paid like $43,
Yeah.
almost every pump that we saw was set to like $20,
$20.
$25.
Yeah.
Like very much you paid only for $25 worth of
Exactly.
gas because of how expensive
100%.
it is.
And for me, that highlights that Americans are struggling. Like you don't have to, inch up your gas tank if you're doing well.
No.
But it's clear that these prices are very obviously hurting Americans. And once again, the administration doesn't care. The president himself said he literally doesn't care.
Yeah.
So like he verbatim said he
Literally
does
said he
not
doesn't.
think about the struggles of American consumers.
Yeah,
So
doesn't think
I
about the
mean,
financial situations of
right, of Americans.
Americans.
So once your leadership is saying that and
What a
prices
guy.
continue to soar, you know, what is our other option? We gotta boycott. We
Yeah,
gotta we
we
gotta fight
gotta.
back. We gotta push back. Um,
Yeah, because
so
like they will literally only feel their pockets hurt. They don't care if
no,
you're screaming at them.
no,
They're still
definitely
gonna be
not.
making their money.
Yeah, no protest, no march is gonna solve the issues that we need solved. Like the consumers will only solve issues by literally blacking out markets and not spending money. Like that is how we hurt all of these companies.
Yep.
Literally, like think about most of these corporations have a ticker on that stock exchange. The
Yeah.
stock exchange is inflated right now because there's a whole bunch of M&A and company buying this company and creating strategic partnership with this company, and they send their money back and forth and back and forth. It's all fabricated.
Mm-hmm.
So the real element of our stock market is what we put in with our money that we earn.
Yep.
That is the real like stronghold of the stock
Actually.
market
Mm-hmm.
because it is a consumer based market. So yeah, if we don't go to Walmart, a Walmart stock drops. If we don't shop at Amazon, the Amazon shop drops. Like that's how it
Kind of like
works.
Target.
Exactly. Target took record losses because everybody decided to boycott. And that's what we could do to all of these major brands,
100%.
major tickers, or whatever you want to do. Just look down the SP 500. Those are all companies that society could decide to boycott, and it would hurt all of them.
Yeah.
And it would
100%.
force them to lower prices.
It would. Yeah. And shop small if you can.
Yeah.
I know it's hard, like even shopping online sometimes, I feel like, because you don't really know who owns different companies and things like
True,
that. So that
true.
is also tough, but you can
Yeah.
definitely like shopping small,
Yeah.
going to markets, local markets in
Yeah.
your city or whatever.
Or
Just
since
like,
we're not driving right now,
oh, yeah.
you can order from local businesses online also.
Yeah.
So
delivery
that's also
trucks.
yeah, that's true. I guess it depends. We're always passing forward the responsibility somehow.
Yeah,
But yeah, on an
still.
individual basis, but there are still options you can do for that, right? If you have to order online, you can delay your order to, order bulk things at one time, so you
Okay.
don't have to order as frequently. Same with your groceries. You could get bulk groceries, go to a bulk store like Costco or something, and make sure that you don't have to go to the store as frequently. I feel like those are good ways that we can fight back carpool,
Definitely.
those sorts of things.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely.
yeah. So those are our thoughts on these astronomical gas prices that have no sign of lowering anytime soon. Sucks for the consumers, but we are literally basically powerless unless we fight back with our consumer dollars. So think about that.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, all about the money. So yeah, gas is high right now. That's all I can say.
Cry. Yeah. Well, if you made it this far,
Thanks for watching. See you next time.